Okay, so this is all about Mary Cosby reportedly calling Lisa Barlow's 12-year-old child the word amid a big fight. Yikes, yikes, yikes. And then Mary allegedly clapped back in a since deleted Instagram post. So let's dive into this mess. So this is from Reality Blurb. And as you guys may or may not know, I am a Lisa Barlow stan. I really love Lisa Barlow. I think Mary Cosby is really mean. I think sometimes she has some good shade, but overall, I think she's very mean spirited and is a wackadoodle. That's just how I personally feel. But let me know what you guys think. Are you a Mary Cosby stan? Are you a Lisa Barlow stan? Neither one of them. What are your thoughts on these women? Put it below. So this is according to Reality Blurb. It says Mary Cosby allegedly slammed Lisa Barlow's 12-year-old son Henry during a quote crazy fight earlier this month amid production on the upcoming 5th season of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. According to a new report, Mary and Lisa were filming scenes for the new season when Mary suddenly targeted the mental capacity of Lisa's child, who she shares with husband John Barlow. Page 6 shared the news with readers on April 22nd, noting that multiple sources had confirmed the alleged incident and said fellow cast members, including Heather, Whitney, Meredith, and Angie, were bothered by Mary's behavior. The entire cast was beyond grossed out, one source stated about the use of the R word, when you're talking about someone who may have certain mental challenges or capacity. I think you guys know what that word is, but I'm not personally going to say it on my channel, so you know. As Real Housewives of Salt Lake City fans may know, Lisa shares both Henry and Jack, who is currently on a mission trip in Bogota, Colombia with John. Although the incident reportedly caused a stir amongst the ladies, the second source shared that Lisa and Mary ultimately reconciled and are currently together in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for a cast trip. They made amends over the situation and are moving on, the insider revealed. In addition to what prompted Mary's supposed verbal attack against Henry being unclear, it is also not known whether the scene in question will be featured in season 5. Now, Mary, you don't need to be talking about anybody's child when your child is out here wreaking havoc on humanity. Your son is out here getting DUIs. He's out here posting on Instagram and TikTok and Snapchat doing, illegal substances. He's out here doing the most. So you need to worry about your own son, okay? Before Mary's alleged slandering of Henry, the reality star, who is married to her step-grandfather, Robert Cosby Sr., came under fire for things said to her former co-stars, including Jen Shah, whom she labeled a, quote, Mexican thug, and Jenny, whose, quote, slanted eyes she pointed out amid a lunch date. Yeah, Mary has had some very, very problematic things. Mary has also been involved in a controversy relating to her church, which has been compared to a cult. Again, in my personal opinion, I do think her church is very cultish, cult-like, probably is a cult, I mean. What I consider to be a cult, and this is just my personal belief. This is my belief system. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying this is what I personally believe to be true. Anytime something calls himself a religion, but the person that is worshipped is a human being, is the founder, is a dead prophet person, is a cult. In my personal belief system, the person, or the entity you should be worshiping should be God. Whatever you want to call God, but to me, it's God. So unless you are worshiping God the Father, God, it's a cult. Whenever you worship man, it's a cult. And allegedly, in Mary's church, she exalted herself to a godlike status where she allegedly wanted her congregation to worship her. So whenever the founder or the pastor or the person, man, woman, is what is being promoted as the thing you're supposed to worship and follow, to me, that is a cult. Like Scientology in my opinion, is a cult. Other certain religions, cult. That's just my personal belief system. But let's keep going. Following the sharing of the story, Mary took to her Instagram with the statement, "Two sides to every story, my beautiful son," Mary wrote, according to a screenshot of her since deleted post shared by Queens of Bravo Plus on Instagram. Then, after the post was shared, Mary edited the caption to simply state, "My beautiful son." She also added hashtags for Bravo, Peacock, Love, Live, Life, and Mom Life. I bet you the whole two sides to every story is maybe Lisa said, or whoever said something about Mary's son. She got in her little feelings and lashed out and then called Lisa Barlow's son the R word. Excuse me, ma'am. Henry is 12 years old. He's adorable. He's baby gorgeous. He's not the R word. And even if he was that word in a more acceptable term, whatever the case may be, it's still very derogatory and disgusting to call somebody's child that. So Mary Cosby, ma'am, I'm going to need you to focus on your own child who allegedly got married without you knowing, who was harboring a girl who had ran away from home in your house to the point where the police were called to come and get the girl that was at your house who had ran away from home. He's been arrested. He's had multiple DUIs. He's on TikTok and Instagram, drinking. Is he 21? Maybe he just turned it, but he was also doing illegal substances. So, ma'am, worry about your own child who might have some issues given the fact that his father is also his step great grandfather. Maybe that's why he's out here wilding out with these emotional issues and drinking and taking substances. And this isn't my opinion on this. This is what he showed himself on his own social media. So this isn't me making this up about this person. This is what he showed himself. All you have to do is Google it and you'll see. So, ma'am, you might want to worry about the mental health of your own child instead of coming out here maligning a 12-year-old boy. Because your son is over the age of 18. He's an adult. So talking about him is fair game. He is an adult. And he chooses to be on the show, so he's fair game. Henry's on the show, but he's 12. A little different. A 12-year-old child versus an adult man. Those are two different things. So worry about the mental health of your own child who is out here wilding out. Because again, I doubt he's gotten any therapy, but it's probably a lot to deal with, especially growing up, bullying, your mother, you're the product of your mother and your grandfather. I know they live in Utah, and I'm not trying to be derogatory about, kissing cousins or whatever, but again, that still has to be pretty difficult. So I understand if someone may have emotional issues working through what that feels like, especially with everything in Mary's family. Did her grandmother, unalive people? Did Mary unalive her own grandmother for the money and for the church and for the properties? There was a lot going on, all of those allegations. So there is that. So it's just a lot. It's just a lot. Mary, ma'am, I'm going to need you to have several seats. In my opinion, she's just a mean person. I don't even think she's funny with her quote shade. I think she's just really mean. She's a mean, nasty person. I don't know why she got asked back. Is she a full-timer or is she a friend of? I don't know. Anytime she was invited to do anything, she just sat in the Sprinter van and never participated. So who knows? Who knows? But as always, I want to know what you guys think. What do you think about Mary verbally attacking Lisa Barlow's 12-year-old child when her own son has a lot of issues that she might need to address with him? What do you guys think? And then also, are you tuning in for season 5 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? I will be tuning in. I want to see what's going to happen. I'm happy they fired Monica. I think she was a cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs liability. not allegedly, Monica came out and said it. She's pregnant with her 5th child with her 29-year-old boyfriend. So there's that. Congratulations, Monica. I'm never going to knock a child or especially like a baby. So congratulations, Monica. But she's also apparently out here still stalking Tanisha. So who knows what's going on with her. But I'll be tuning in. I want to see the dynamics with the women, and I want to see the 2 new housewives. They do have 2 new housewives who look exactly like Meredith and Lisa. So I want to see the dynamic with the new housewives. They are tall, super thin, long, dark hair. They are basically carbon copies of Lisa and Meredith. So I want to see like how that dynamic goes. I hope Lisa and Meredith are friends because they are so much better together than apart. Absolutely love them together. Them fighting, it's boring. It's not a vibe. Them being besties, so much fun. But time will tell. So as always, you guys, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And with that, I will open it up